Hi friends, welcome back to another session of EC Made Easy. Here we are looking into full wave rectifier. In the last session we have seen a full wave rectifier circuit using two diodes, but problem was it was using a center tap transformer, and having center tap transformer is equivalent to having two transformers, and it is going to be too much lossy and going to create many other problems which we are going to discuss in our future lectures as and when we come across with these issues. But as of now, only thing we can remember is more transformer, uh, more problems we have in our system. So let me try to see, can we avoid using true transformers, and can it be done using a single transformer. So for having single transformer, let me create a network like this, so that all the time the current should flow in this direction only, in this load resistance, whatever be the polarity of input. So here we are going to apply input, and we want to make some connections such that the current flowing through this is always in this direction. And yes, the direction means you need to make sure that only one direction flow is there, so you need to use diodes. Okay, let's start with one action where we have positive here and negative here. In that case, the current has to flow this way and current has to flow this way in these two ends. So that means if you want to complete the cycle, it should start from here, and then you need current in this format. Therefore, it has to go in this direction and then continue in this direction and then finally get in this way and back. So you make sure that when this is positive, only this path is working, not this path. If this path is working, then you don't get this current. So to make sure that the current is in this direction, and when this is positive, this is negative, this has to be in this format. So what should required is a diode is required here and here, or a path is required for this, and you make sure that this should not be there. Done. Now when we get into the other part, that is when this is negative and this is positive, how do you want current to flow? You want current should go in this direction, you want current in this direction, because this is positive, so current should flow in this is negative, so current should reach back here, and this current somehow should flow in this direction through the resistance. Therefore whatever is coming here should go here and then flow through here and then should get back here and continue. So when you look for the first half cycle, then this should be open, this should be open, and when you look for second half cycle, this should be open, this should be open. Otherwise, the current will not flow this direction for negative cycle, and the current will not flow in this direction for positive cycle. Therefore, what is required is one direction role is required, and that one direction role is very easily taken up by a device called a diode. So you want current to be in this direction, done. So connect a diode this way. You want current in this direction, done. So connect a diode in this way. Then in the other side, you want current to flow in this direction, done. Connect the diode this way. You want current to flow in this direction? Done. Connect the diode in this way. Now what happens? When this is positive, this is negative, this current will flow, comes this way, this will allow, this will not allow because it gets reverse biased. So this is forward biased, so this will allow, and this doesn't allow to proceed further. Therefore, it is forced to go through resistor in this direction and then comes out, goes back to the negative terminal of the input. So, for positive cycle, this is the current, and for negative cycle, it starts from here, gets here, then here, then here, then here. So, for positive cycle, the current flowing through this is this and gets into resistor in this direction, and then for negative cycle it starts from here, goes here, and gets in this direction and back here. So looking at the current in RL, whether the input is positive or negative, whatever polarity you give the input, now we are making sure that the current is in the same direction. And for both half cycles, yes, there is current here. And if you just look at voltage at this voltage between these 2 points, that is voltage across the resistor, then you are going to find this. So let me name them. Let me call this is D1, D2, D3, D4, D4 diode. Done. Okay. Now first one, what is happening? Positive cycle, D1, RL. So in this, what is happening? It is going to D1. After that, it is going through RL and then going through D4 and back. What about this cycle? It is reversed. It is going through D3, then RL, then D2, and then back. So D1 RL D4, D1 RL D4 back, D3 RL D2 back. Same continues alternately, D1 RL D4 back, D2 D3 RL D2 back, and so on. So that's what we get here. And with single input, now we are able to get, we don't require any phase modified input, so you don't require two inputs of sinusoidal. With a single input you can get both the activities done, and this is a special rectifier, and this is called a bridge rectifier. This is a bridge rectifier which uses four diodes instead of two diodes, and hence it is more convenient to use because it needs a single secondary transformer. So that's a advantage of working with a bridge rectifier. Another advantage of working with bridge rectifier is two diodes are in series all the time, and hence all the risk factors, whatever we talk of, are divided into two. Each one takes half the risk factor, and hence the uh, what you say risk capacity of avoiding risk is halved in each diode. So that's a design problem. When we are through designing, we discuss about this again. As of now, that's a full wave rectifier without using two secondaries in the transformer. You can use this with a single secondary, and hence the whole thing. Now I can put it as transformer, primary, and secondary. In this, we require only a single secondary. We don't need two secondaries as we used in our previous case. With single secondary, we are able to get full wave rectification, and that is through bridge. And when you are working with the bridge, now recently, now this transformer is also getting avoided. We use different methods to reduce the amplitude of input from 220 or 110 down to 5 or 10 volts in different versions. So nowadays, even transformers are being avoided in circuits, and that's why the circuits are becoming very small in size because transformers are basically bulky. And second thing is transformers are highly energy consuming. Lot of heat gets generated in the transformers, and hence they are not economical when it comes to usage of the power, and hence most of our recent electronic devices are avoiding transformers in power supplies and making use of bridges. Okay, that's it for converting AC to DC. We have half wave rectifier, single diode. We have full wave rectifier, two diode with two secondaries, or four diode with single secondary. And the rectified output is varying with time, though it is unidirectional. But to avoid that variations, you can filter it, low pass filter, and even filters will have ripples. To reduce ripples, you can use reverse bias Zener diode connected across the output, and that will try to regulate the output voltage. And that's it for now for converting AC to DC. Next, we get into other parts of this section where we look into other activities. So till then, take care. Bye.